go again, gang. I just want to let you know the job is finished. Finished renovating. Now it's holiday time. Yeah, not Jeep time yet. Look at my mess. Hey, finished with the concrete mixer. Hey, and we've been in and out of here, my son and I, fixing cars and just leaving the mess. My goodness, what a job. What a job, eh? That's the thing, you're renovating a house and you walk in here, you grab what you want, and when you're done you put it back. Well, I haven't finished putting everything back yet. Now I've got to get back on the exercise machines. Now I've lost my weight. The back of the Jeep. Like I said, not everything's put back in the shed yet. I'm not so photogenic anymore. I've lost like 50 kilos and my face is all wrinkly now. Yeah, look at my face before. Big round chubby face. Now, not so much. Just a bit wrinkly and a bit sagging skin around the waist. Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully that will shrink over time. I don't want flabby skin around my gut. So, as an HO, that's going to be the project engine. Although, should I show you guys? It's been 5 years since I've had this girl. Yeah, she's been a good girl. She's got like 250,000 on the clock now. Original. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I normally have to put in about a litre of oil between oil changes. And a couple of weeks ago I thought I could smell coolant, and I'm like, no, I still got coolant. I've never touched that for years. I need to change it. And then I saw this. Ama. Can I take a shot of that? No. It's still filming? Yeah. So, I'd say that's coolant, huh? But it's not stuttering, it's running great. And normally when I blow a head gasket or something, they blow. So I don't know, friends. Well, so this could end up being the project engine. I may rip this out to rebuild this one, right? And I've got a reconditioned 4.7 there. I still need to go over it again because it's been sitting for a while. But yeah, it's got a new bottom end, and yeah, so that's reconditioned. It's a just in case engine. It's a very long mileage one, that. So yeah, but I've got two HO's engines I could play with. That is still a good engine, but it needs new timing gear. Let me look. Got heavy? No. After all this time, will these stay up? Yeah. Wow, they're good ones. Original aftermarket. Wow, look at the dust. Oh baby. Yeah, so this is still a good engine apart from timing chain needs replacing. So I may just replace the timing gear, get it up and running, get it all nice and good, so that I can keep it as a spare, I guess. And then I'm going to do a wild rebuild on that one for this. Because why I rebuilt this, it doesn't have the being an HO. This not being an HO, it doesn't have the forged crank, and it's got better flow. HOs have a better flow head, so why not start with an HO? That's just a normal 4.7. I built that before I knew HOs existed. I was a noob. I was going to sell it, okay? What's that, 8 years ago now? I was going to sell it, fix it and sell it, but I can't sell you my baby. Can I now? She's still registered for the road. I can't sell that. I love that girl. Here's when my channel was called back then. Home Mechanics. Should have left it, I guess. I'm starting to think of new names again. I'm never satisfied with my YouTube name. Never satisfied with my YouTube name. So I'm going to raise the roof. I am. Now I lost the front tooth. Being sick sucks. When you're vomiting your whole life, your teeth don't handle it too well. Yes, the roof is going up approximately ½ meter, maybe a little bit more, and then this hoist is going to be moved parallel to the shed, and I'm going to put 2 doors in there. Right, 2 doors. I'm going to close this one. I'm going to close this off completely so we can come down the driveway down here. Right, and we can drive through here, drive with my wife trees, around here, and into the workshop. And the engine hoist will be able to go straight. Right, so and then when I leave, I can smoke it up, do burnout as I'm spinning around here. I can smoke the tires up down here. I'm just dreaming now, but follow me. I can smoke it up, I can drift it through here, yeah, and then out through there. My own legal, private burnout pad. Yeah. I think the neighbours will like it if I do that too often. So, yeah. It's coming. I'm slow to act, but it's coming. Got old favourite up there, Skyline, Godzilla. That's going to be a big part of the next build, Haltech. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll be spending a lot of time at WTF Auto and Auto One, and probably Rock Auto, and hopefully some of you guys can help me in America by sending over some parts for me. Oh, of course, financially compensate you, unless you want some parts from Australia, which I've done before, sent to America, because we have certain options that you guys don't. There is one thing I'm concerned about. A follower did send me a transfer case. He said it was HD, and the numbers didn't say HD, but he said it's the same. I'm not sure yet. It's behind all this junk here. It's right in there behind that bag, white bag. I'm not sure now, and if it's not a full HD I'm going to have to think of something else instead of that. I'm going to have to call that a mistake, because I'm going to push a few horsepower. I am going to push a few horsepower, guys. So far, my plan is to twin turbocharge. Twin turbskis. Should I tell you the whole plan? Shush, shush. I've worked hard, so I kind of deserve this, I think. My last hurrah in life, maybe. A twin turbo PowerTech V8 HOT with a 6-speed manual and possibly a divorced transfer case. That's how I got this project to this subject, because the transfer case. Because if I'm going to do a divorce transfer case, then it doesn't really matter which transfer case I use of any vehicle, because it has to be modified anyway. What did I see, a 341 or something? But stuff like that can be hard to get a hold of. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think I should use for a transfer case if I'm going to go the divorced way. A divorced transfer case means there's going to be a small drive shaft from the gearbox to the transfer case, and then 2 custom drive shafts going to the front and rear axle. And because it's not bolted to the transmission, the transfer case, it's called, I've been told, it's called a divorced transfer case. So that is an option. Unless I find a really strong manual gearbox with a transfer case on it. But I definitely want a selection of 2-wheel drive. 2-wheel drive, constant is fine, but as long as I also have a 2-wheel drive option. Because I like to spin the back tires. I love it. I'm an Aussie. We're the best at it. Prove me wrong. I've been doing it since I was a little Todd. Smoking up them back tires. I'll be hunting around the farm looking for rubber to burn. Yep. I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm kind of like withdrawing. So, yeah, I want to smoke up some stockies. Possibly 4. And we'll see how long the axles will last. Was it a 40, a 35A at the front and a 44A at the back? Or does this one have 2 44s? I know it was optioned with a lot, so it's possible. Will I blow them? How much horsepower can they handle? Or is it more about flexing they cannot handle? Or is it horsepower? I just don't think the amount of power I'm going to throw at them, they're going to survive. So I'm thinking of, you know, taking the diffs out of a Gladiator or something like that and modifying them to fit the Dub J. Or if it's cheaper, find an old Effie with 9-inch axles and convert them into the WJ. Big plans. Tank tuck, roll cage, because I want 4-point harness. Yeah, basically my dream vehicle. The kind of vehicle I've always wanted. Always tried to build, but I've never owned. But you know, if something happens in the meantime and doesn't work out, so be it. But that's what I would like to do. It'll probably take me a couple of years to build, I imagine, by myself. I could have used a few people to help me lift this roof, I tell you. I don't know if I'll strip it or I'll use the hoist and some acro jacks to lift the whole thing up as one piece. No. I mean, if I put a couple of beams between this truss and the second and the fourth truss, and I lift it with the arms on the hoist, it's a 9,000 pound or approximately 4.5 ton hoist, so lifting it shouldn't be a problem. I thought if I just put a beam under here, a couple of beams, she should be ready to lift. And then I can extend these telescopic posts up to the correct height. And then I'll be able to lift the Jeep and walk under it instead of ducking still. I mean, even ducking is great. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't mind ducking. It's better than crawling on the ground. You know, even on one of these things, you know. Still hard yakka, crawling on the ground. So, also I'm gonna pour resin on the floor. I like this, don't get me wrong, I like this floor. But it's more a display floor. You can work on it, but it's more a display floor, let's be honest. So I'm gonna rip it out. I'm gonna resin it, nice light color, so if I drop anything you can see it. A lot of work. That's okay, I've got time. And I've got your support, I hope. Because that'll be a big part of this project, is your support. I'll need your support. Your views and, you know, whatever else comes along with it. So yeah, I've got a lifetime of tools I've collected. I'm 55 now, but that doesn't matter. Young at heart, old in body. I mean, I've had over 20 major spinal surgeries. I'm still kicking. I'm probably crazy, but hey, that's fine. Yeah. But it's a relief that the big job is over. And looking forward to going on holiday. And then when we come back, I have to clean up before I lift the roof. It's probably easy to strip it, but putting all this tin panels back on and off, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave them on, I'll have a go, and if it wobbles or moves too much, I won't. It'll be good. Just had an idea, if I get a slightly bigger angle bar for these posts and just put them on the outside. I was going to just make them to fit up there and then slide them in, but if I put them on the outside and jack one up, clamp it one at a time, slowly but surely, I could already lift it up a bit, put the bolt through into the truss. That's the way to do it. I've been thinking about this for like almost a year, but that's the way to do it. Just lift each one up, get some good clamps, some vice grips like this, I got one here, or are they in the back of the Jeep? No, they're in the back of the Jeep. Some vice grips that lock in place. And then jack it up 100 mil at a time. I'm going to talk metric, guys, I'm sorry. 100 mil, 10 centimeters at a time. It'll be easy. Just get an acro jack or something and just lift each one a little bit at a time. However much the roof can handle, it should be able to handle a bit, like a bit of flex. Maybe not 100, but yeah. So yeah, then I'm going to put a door in the middle here. Probably possibly a roller door. A roller door, yeah, or panel door. Not sure yet. I also thought a swing door, so I could swing it open and it can kind of be part of like an extension as I open them. Bit of a, yeah, I don't know yet. We shall see. And just like always, I'm gonna do it all myself. I'm not gonna pay tradies. Oh, I don't like that exposed. Yeah, so Haltech standalone, because there's not much you can do with these tuning wise. There really isn't. That'll be a new thing for me, wiring like that. I mean, I can wire some taillights and stuff and some spotties and a radio, you know, but that's about the limit of my skills in house electrics, but that's about the limit of my skills. Removing a factory wire harness and replacing it with a standalone, now that's going to be completely different. So yes, my son's WJ, smacked into the back of that, and so he took parts of the black one outside, which is a parts Jeep anyway, and yeah, so the HO's got a bit of damage. I backed into the driveway, I didn't realise he was already home, and I smacked into the back of his WJ to WJ. And I gave him my taillights. That's okay, I'll get some new ones. So yeah. She's beautiful, this girl. When I open the door and I smell the inside, I get homesick in there. Yeah. And I'm going to have a twin 3-inch exhaust. There's going to be lots more coming. Lots more stuff. So I hope you'll be able to join us when I start. Possibly weekly uploads, maybe more. But I've definitely got to get the tools like this, you know, tiling, you know, all this, the pressure cleaning, that's kind of automotive, you know, but plumbing, tiling, painting, all this sorts of stuff that's not automotive. I'm going to have a larger upstairs because that's staying at that height and then that's going up, right? So I'm going to have almost walking space up there. So I'm going to have a lot of storage up there, which is awesome. And I guess all my tools that deal with home renovations and home tools, because they're very different to automotive, a lot of them, they're going to have to go out of the way, because I'm not going to do much unless it's for my own house, because it used to be what I did for a living is home trades. But yeah, so that's going to go, and then unless I work in my own house, then they'll have to come down. But I just need as much space in here as possible, so I'm going to put some shelves up. I've got some of these shelves. I've got a clip on YouTube how terrible they are. But once they're done, I guess they're okay. I still need to put boards on them to make them good. But this will not be the place they're going to be in, because I'm guessing the hoist is going to be roughly here, parallel. Right, parallel through here. And then Yeah, the shelves will probably be maybe even up there. Maybe take the top shelf off and put them up there if there's room. Yeah, I just want as much space as here because I want to make my own exhaust system. So I've got a pipe bender, but I probably need a tube bender, and I don't think that's able to do 3-inch. So I have to get something for that. Got my welding station, which will also go on the back wall, I imagine. There's basically going to be only room in here for one car at a time to work on, and then I could at night put one up the hoist and then park one underneath. That is of course possible. Maybe if the hoist is here and there's one car at the top, I could get 2 vehicles in here if the door gets wide enough. Anyway, that's not important though. I've got plenty of parking outside. I've got a carport on the house. I would still like to get a lathe and a milling machine. They take up so much room. You know, you can pick them up for reasonable good prices. You know, good enough, not good enough for probably a business, but they're good enough condition for someone like me. I'd like to lighten my crank, stuff like that. Oh, pardon me. That's just shocking. I hope you didn't hear that. And a bigger drill stand, pedestal drill. Yeah, but you know, I don't want much. So yeah, anyway, just thought I'd update you that the work that I said I was doing is finished. I mean, there's just bits and pieces left, and the house has just got to be sold. It's my son's house, and when it's sold, we're out of here. It'll be holiday time. I may replace this. It works, but let me know, is it normal these get hot with just one lift? This motor gets awfully hot with just one lift. Kind of strange how hot it gets. So I'm sort of thinking, because they're only $400 or $500 I think online on eBay. But then, do I want Chinese shit? Probably not. Some toy food drag hydraulic pump, but it's probably not going to be much other choice until people start producing things like that in our own countries. We're going to have to buy it from China. As much as that hurts, I don't like buying from China. Let's be honest. Basically everything breaks. Their quality is going, even their good stuff is weak, crappy stuff. Look at those pathetic car stands. Man, they're not strong enough for it. I had to weld them up a couple of times already. They're not strong enough for a motorbike, let alone a car. So anyway, I've got to go. Signing off. And if you're still here, thanks for watching. And since you all know YouTube, you know what to do. Take care, love yous. Bye bye.